Cowboy fans and YouTubers? It's that VA Dallas Cowboy fan coming back at you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting down below. I make these videos for me and you, and they're a little therapeutic, you know? As I've taken some time off, because it seemed like every freaking day the Cowboys want to make a move to do something, and just when you think to make a video about it, they go and do something else. Because I was going to comment on us getting Andy Dalton. Then Don Shula passes away. Then we cut Cooper Rush. I mean, it seems like something's flowing every single day. But let's start with my opinion about the Andy Dalton thing. Because I'm sure y'all waiting and with anticipation of wondering my opinion on it. It's a good pickup. It's a good pickup for insurance. I thought that when it happened, and I didn't think that Cooper Rush was actually going to be the one cut for it, but you kind of saw the writing on the wall when he showed up. And the deal is pretty, bargain basement for a backup, a 1 year, $3 million guaranteed deal, $7 million with incentives. And what's the Good Morning Football? These clowns get on here and immediately start trying to ride down Dak, saying he has no leverage anymore and that this guy could take the team and run with it more than him if he didn't show up. And you know how it goes. They got nothing better to talk about. They're trying to make a story out of nothing. And the Cowboys already said this has nothing to do with Dak. So I don't know why they're trying to make a story where there isn't one. But that's what they do. That's what the talking heads do. They have nothing to talk about, so we'll just make something up to try and turn the needle. So, outside we got all these wasps hanging around up here. You might not want to be in here. Give me a second. Hello, welcome back. Miss me? As I was saying, a lot of people with the Andy Dalton thing, y'all joked him. You joked him because you said he was the North bargain basement version of Tony Romo. He can get to the playoffs, but does squadoosh once he gets there. And go figure, now you're praising the Cowboys for making this move and hoping he takes Dak's spot. See how fickle we Cowboys fans are? You hate the guy when he couldn't do anything, but once he joins us, he's our star now. But anyway, that's my opinion of it. It's a good pick. Leave Dak alone. He's going through some stuff right now. Let the man grieve. Stop worrying about his freaking contract. Stop worrying about his position. Stop. You're making stories up where there is none. And that goes to you, talking heads. On to the next thing. Hall of Famer coach Don Shula passes away at age 90. Led the Dolphins to the undefeated 72 season. You can't talk enough about the guy. Great mentor to a lot of people. His coaching tree is exceptional. All around good guy. Rest in peace. Cooper Rush getting released about it. Hold on one more second. Sorry about that. Had a giant rabbit in my neighbor's yard. Don't normally see rabbits around here in the middle of the daytime. Especially the size of it. So, the Cooper Rush release. Now, it was inevitable. A lot of fans were waiting for the Cowboys to get some experienced quarterback behind Dak. Cooper Rush was not it. And people were just waiting for us to sign a vet. You name it, whoever veteran quarterback came out in free agency this year, Cowboy fans were trying to get him into Dallas. You know how we do. It's a name, do it. But, fortunately, he's out the door now. Excuse me. That's my baby boy. Car come out. Whoa. There you go. So, once you got that experienced quarterback that everybody was waiting for, you knew more than likely he was going to be on his way out because
What about you staying back here?
with him,
Come on, back it up.
you basically had Clayton Thorson. You had Ben DiNucci. You had drafted Ben. You had Clayton on a futures contract. So Cooper was going to be expendable when, unfortunately, the last 2 preseasons, he couldn't show anything different, to make us believe in him, taking over this offense from Dak. Now, that's not indicative of him as a player. He could be a pretty good player. He could be a great backup somewhere, if not starting somewhere eventually. The problem was, with the coaching staff, was that during the preseason, him and Mike White, they practically had the bottom of the rung as far as skill position players and offensive line. So they never got the chance to show their talent because the offensive line was like a turnstile whenever they came out to the field, and they couldn't get a chance to stand back there and throw the ball in the pocket because the pocket was collapsing every other time you dropped back. So they never got a shot to really show their skills. And when they did, they were off target and inaccurate because they were rushing. But, nothing against Cooper Rush. He just never got a true fair shot. Just pick the car up, buddy. So, that's my opinions on that. Just sitting back here enjoying the weather. I know I haven't made a video in a while, but everything's been going on. Life. I'm on vacation now. So I get time to sit back with the fam, chill out. And like I said, every time I turn around, it seems like the Cowboys are doing something late at night. And, sometimes I just don't want to be the first one to report it.
Put that down and go in the
because I ain't trying to get up at 10, 11 o'clock Eastern to report something from Dallas. I'll wait till the next day, or I'll wait till like now, a couple days later when everything's starting to flow in. Because it seems to be something going on. We did have a couple cuts. Do believe Chris Covington and I think the linebacker got released. I can't remember. They were practice squad guys. Chris Covington was our 6th or 7th round pick a couple years ago. So, with our new draft class and the new futures free agent guys that we got, the writing was on the wall for those guys. Let's see. CeeDee Lamb. That seems to be the thing going around. CeeDee Lamb, number 88. How does everybody feel about it? All the 88s of the past are cool with it. So there should be no problem with him wearing the 88. If anybody's got a problem with it, it's on you. It's not anything to do with the organization or the player. Oh yes, the Dez Bryant tweet. Dez Bryant has came out and opened his mouth about signing to Andy Dalton. He gave the man props. He did. But then he also, his facts were a little off because he wasn't there the first time Romo got a big extension, but he was there in 2013 when he got the big extension. And I wouldn't say he's right, but he's not totally wrong. I mean, he is kind of saying that, everybody's been, great praise for Andy Dalton. But people coming in thinking he's going to take over the starting gig is not going to happen. And he goes on to say, why don't you just pay Dak? You paid Tony Romo after 8-8 seasons. Why aren't you paying Dak? No disrespect to Andy Dalton or Rush or anybody, but you paid somebody before with no hesitation. Why is the hesitation now? That was his opinion. You can like it or not, but people went on to skewer him on Twitter. So, people just having nothing better to do, just want to get mad at somebody for no reason. I mean, the man can speak his mind. I mean, it's true. Romo went through 8 and 8s and he got paid. We all know that. And nobody batted an eye when he got paid. They thought, no, well, he's not, Super Bowl winning quarterback and everything. He's making $100 million. But you didn't care because he was the starting quarterback and there was nobody that was going to be better at the time. Now you got a quarterback who's younger, who wants to do right by him and the Cowboys, but the Cowboys are wanting to do right by only themselves right now, apparently. And that's not going to work. And that's the holdup right now. So everybody still pestering people about his contract needs to stop. But let's be honest, it's not going to stop because nobody has nothing to talk about. They're just going to talk about us. They're going to talk about his money. They're going to talk about anything to do with the Cowboys that they can think of just to make a headline. Have a hot take about it. And that's true. Let's see. The Des Bryant tweet. Oh, yes. I saw another tweet on Twitter that was pretty funny that said the Cowboys seem to have a type. And I was like, what do you mean? And then you look at the pictures and you see Jason Garrett in his playing days. Huh. Ginger. You see Cooper Rush. Huh. Ginger. You see Andy Dalton. Huh. Ginger. You just kind of see a pattern that Cowboys seem to like these ginger dudes. Flaming red hair. Gingers. You got Cooper Rush who had it, Andy Dalton has it, and Jason Garrett had it. They all got the red hair.
I remember you saying something about that a while ago.
And it's just, I guess that's the type. I don't know. Cowboys seem to come away with it. It's a thing.
Hey, say something about what I said when I saw Jason Garrett, not Jason Garrett, but the thing when he had that pick and he did like that. See if anybody seen that.
The wife wants to know if any of you guys out there watching my video during draft night, I do believe it was it the second day? The second day or the first day? No, it might have been after the CeeDee Lamb pick, and they had went back to Jerry to see how excited he was, and everything was going down. He just finished talking to CeeDee, and I think Mike McCarthy was getting on the phone with him, and ESPN was going to a commercial break. And it just so happened to look like he was rubbing his nose or scratching his face with his, or scratching his eye. And it looked like he was flicking everybody off like this. I don't know. The wife pointed it out. I missed it. Unfortunately, I don't have DVR. Maybe somebody saw it and can rewind that tape and look at it. I missed it. I did see him, scratching his eye. And it kind of looks like this. And like he was smiling, flicking off the NFL saying, ha, we got our guy. Leave a comment below if you saw it. I missed it. I'd like to know. And the kids are back. But, yeah. Let's get your opinions about the whole Cooper Rush, Andy Dalton thing. I still believe it was a good pick to get him. It does provide that veteran experience that we need. But for people who sitting up here trying to say he's going to be a starter or something, it's not going to happen. He signed to a 1-year deal. It's not going to go past that. They're probably going to look towards developing somebody else next season, if not re-upping him if he shows anything as a backup this year. But that's my opinion about it. And for Cam Newton, dude, sit down. Sit down. And for all of y'all that be hating Dak about making his money, get on Cam Newton for sitting up here telling the world he ain't taking no backup job. That he wants to be a starter no matter where he goes. Get on him. That's a story for the day. Get on him. Because that's ridiculous to sit up here and demand to be a starter knowing that's not going to happen. And you telling the world that's what you're going to do. And if it ain't happening by the beginning of the season, you're going to wait till somebody gets injured to be a starter again. That's not cool, dude. That's why you quit in that Super Bowl. And we know you did. But that's my opinion. Y'all have yours. I hope to hear them. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment down below. I hope you have a great day. It's nice here in Southern Virginia. Okay. Well, take care of it.
Take care of my
Y'all have a
son.
good one. Talk to y'all later. VA Dallas Cowboy fan, out.